singles. This is Amber for Lives Instinct Tarot. I hope you're doing amazing this month. This is your singles reading, in case you didn't hear me the first time. So I'm going to open up with a card from the Romance Angels deck and close with another oracle card to meditate on, as well as telling you what the extended reading will be about if you're a member. And you can easily become a member. There's a link in the description box below. And you basically get extended readings on all of your readings. You get 10% off of any order that you do, and an additional question added as well. So, there you go, Libra singles. You had a card fall out. And it is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this definitely could be someone else, okay? This could also be a rekindle, okay, of a person coming back in and acting in this new energy, okay? Let me see if I get anything else. Someone may be begging you for forgiveness as well. You don't know if you should trust them or not. You don't know, but your intuition is telling you or trying to guide you, and you just don't know what to do. And I have a feeling that you're trying to use your own judgment, okay, and not really listening to your intuition if that's something that you're going through, okay? So let's start with your past energy. Actually, overall energy. I'm tripping. Okay, on the overall energy, you have the Sun card. I'm using the vice versa tarot deck, so the cards may look different from time to time. I feel like in the past, sorry, I drank some coconut water and I had coconut in my mouth. So I feel like in the past, you have felt defeated in a situation, okay? But you're at a moment where you kind of gave up, or the other person gave up in a situation, okay? But now somebody wants a new beginning, either you or this other person. Energy can go vice versa, okay? Somebody wants a new beginning, and someone wants to talk about their feelings, okay? Somebody wants to hold on to what they have because they thought about it, okay? And that is the overall energy here. It's like, should I open up? Because it's over. I kind of let it go. And the fact that I gave up. Not like Ten of Swords get over, or World card over, but more like I gave up because I just kept getting defeated at every turn. So in the past, you have the Queen of Swords, and I guess this is in reverse. However you want to look at this, okay? I feel like someone got cold. Because this is a sword card, I assume that it's you, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius like yourself. Okay, but I feel like it's like I chose to give up. We're going off of that other energy. I chose to give up because it was best for me. Okay, I'm also feeling like you closed them off because that was what you needed to do. Emotionally, um, communication, you needed to close them off for some reason. Or this could be someone closed you off, okay? But I feel like it's you because you made this choice to close them off, okay? In your present energy, you have the Six of Swords, okay? I have to look at these cards because, you know. I feel like there's something that you want to say, but you're having a hard time. There's something that you want to communicate or something that you want to get through, but you're having a hard time doing that. And I feel that because in your opposing energies, you have the Ace of Swords. And I feel like this is someone coming into you, or you coming into them with some sort of communication, okay? clarity on what's going on. It's like cutting through the crack. I need to know what's going on. Someone let me know what's going on, okay? But I feel like someone is facing their demons, okay? But you already decided to stop communication. You already decided to not do this. But there is something you want to say. I feel like you do want to reply. Really. I get the feeling that you do want to reply. I'm going to do clarifiers after I get some of this energy out, okay? So, moving on in February, you have the Hangman, okay? This is a realization to you, okay? To think about what it is that you're putting effort into right now, okay? By not communicating your feelings, even though I feel like you know you should open up, because I feel like intuition is involved here in some sort of way, okay? This is to tell you that, or to show you that there needs to be a change. Looking at things from a different perspective. Opening yourself up, using yourself as an example of what it is that you're trying to work on. So if you decide to remain cold and not communicate, I feel like that's what you're working on. That's what you're bringing about. Because there is some clarity here. That's the influence. There is some clarity. But it's like you have to face this. I'm feeling, because all of these swords are here, that there's a need to get to the heart of a situation. There's been lots of thinking. There's been lots of contemplation. But it doesn't feel like this is getting you where you need to go. Okay? So for your opposing forces or negative energies, you have the Magician. Okay? So this talks about you having all the power. You have the power to manifest this, right? But I feel like you're taking this other person's energy and using it. I'm hearing like it's like a mirror. You're reflecting it back to them. Almost like you kind of want them to feel how you feel, but I don't see how that's going to work. Okay? And that's because they don't have the same thought process as you do. Okay? You're not on the same wavelength. Let's be completely honest. Otherwise, you would be together. Right? So, you have all of this power, but I don't feel like you're using it correctly. Because when I look at this image, I see burning the candle on both ends. It's like you have the power to move this towards success. I'm also hearing, don't worry what other people think. In your hopes, you have the Knight of Cups. And I feel like you're standing strong in what you believe because you want this person to offer this to you. You want this person to turn around and be like, I'm sorry, I'm on my knees, everything is beautiful. It's like you want them to open so much up to you, but all I see is swords here, okay? All I see is swords. And if all you're giving them is swords, I mean, why would you want to open up to that? Why would you want to open up to this energy that you're pushing towards this person? It's almost like you need to look at things from a different perspective. What do they see? What are they seeing from this situation? So I'm going to talk about your environment, and then we're going to clarify, and then I'm going to do the 1st to the 15th, 15th through the 31st, and the outcome energy, okay? So in your environment, you have the Death card. And I feel like this person in your environment wants to have some hope in the situation. They would love for things to work out, but all they see is impending doom. And that doesn't want, they don't want to change. They don't want to walk into that. Who wants to walk into doom, right? But I feel like that's what they see because it didn't turn out on this side, okay? This talks about being excited or happy for a change to come almost, even though you see it coming, you know that something good is happening on the other end. But in this case, they're like face to face with what's about to happen. And I don't feel like it's scary. I feel like what you're presenting them is frightening in a way. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of cards, guys. No, I'm not going to take all those. That's just crazy. Spirit has a lot of one cards for you clarifying, Libras. So let's see. Okay. So let's get through this and then we'll talk about the rest of the month, okay? So on your Queen of Swords, you had the Tower in reverse and the Nine of Swords in the upright, okay? So that tells me that you're being called to stop any changes from happening. Seriously, you're worried, okay? You're worried, you're anxious, you don't know what to do. So in order to stop everything from falling down, you're deciding to just not deal with it. It's kind of like pause it where it is, not like end it, but just pause it where it is, and then we'll get to this later. Almost energy, okay? So on the Six of Swords, you had the Fool card in reverse, okay? So like I said before, there's something you want to say, there's something you want to express, but you're not going to take the risk. You're not. You're not going to take the risk to move forward because you find it hard to do. And I feel like it's because you're buried deep in your thoughts. You're buried deep in all this sword energy, okay? So on the Ace of Swords, there is the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel like someone is confronting the energy. And it really feels like the other person that you're dealing with, okay? They are confronting their energy and coming to you to stop a fight. Or you're getting this clarity that you need to face. It's like you need to face what it is you need to face to get everything out in the open, okay? You're restless to do so, but your mind is keeping you trapped, okay? And I feel like there are rules. Like there are rules and regulations, and it's almost impending on this other person or the person that you're dealing with. They're not a part of your rules and regulations. All they know is that they want this. I mean, like, it's that simple, right? So on the Hangman, you have the Page of Swords, okay? And this is that idea that comes to you, that curiosity, that little bit of knowing, or even that little tiny bit of communication, okay? Of your partner wanting to work on this situation. It should help you get out of this mindset that you've set yourself into and change it around a little bit, okay? So that's really what you should be working on here. So on the Magician, you have the Moon card in reverse, okay? And it talks about releasing yourself from confusion. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Okay? There's a lot of worry in these cards. It also talks about you needing to make a move. I'm hearing right now that you need to cut out this idea of perfection, okay? Because that is really what's holding you back. Your partner is not going to they're not going to communicate with you, okay? Even though they want this, they want something that can grow with you. It feels like you're holding on so tightly that they can't get in. They can't even try to make you happy right now at this moment because there's such a block, right? So there's no need of waiting. Like there's no need of I feel like they think you're doing the most, okay? And about something that you shouldn't be. Maybe like you took something overboard or you're doing too much by blocking them and they're sad. It's like they're trying to see the good part in the situation, but they can't. Right? They can't. They want to build this foundation. They want to build this foundation, but they can't get into you socially. It's like they can't even get to even try to be friends with you until you change your perspective on things. So the 1st to the 15th, you have the Fool card in reverse. And this is you not taking a risk on a relationship, not taking a risk on the idea of relationship. But this card also talks about you taking baby steps. You don't have to jump in, okay? There's still a lot of work you need to do with the Hangman, okay? There's still some perspectives that need to change. So you can do some work, okay? It doesn't have to be what everyone else thinks, or it doesn't have to be like plagued on social media. You can take your time, okay? Don't think so long term. Think right now. But there is an opportunity for love here. There is an opportunity. Just take the steps, okay? Stop trying to take control of this whole get together. Like the whole coming together. And I feel like it's gonna be hard for you because you like to have control and make sure that things are being nurtured the way that they should, okay? But you gotta let down your guard because it's stopping you from seeing what needs to be seen. Because you're so set on that way of doing things. So 15 through the end of the month, you have the Lovers card. Beautiful. I feel like you're starting to open up, okay? But also realize that love is a choice, okay? So everyone's going to do their healing, whether that's with each other or without each other. It just depends on what kind of energies are being brought into the situation, okay? But the Lovers card does talk about there being a bond there, okay? But it's all about what are you going to do with that bond. If you have a hard time moving forward in your truths, this is what I'm seeing. If you have a hard time moving forward in your truths, saying what it is you need to say, getting what it is you need to get out, okay? You're not going to be happy, okay? You're going to have a difficult time. But I'm also seeing that you do have an opportunity to be in a relationship if you get those truths out, okay? You can turn all that around by getting out your truths. It takes a lot of confidence to move forward, okay? It does, and you need to be able to do that. But you have to start with moderation, balancing two things out. And your intuition, there it is telling you to make a decision. It's telling you to choose the right things and stop fighting. Stop fighting a battle that you're not going to win. If you keep yourself closed off, you're not going to win, okay? So your conclusion or the ending energy is the 7 of Swords, okay? And this is a cautionary tale, okay? Because if you keep going in this energy that you're going now, which is the energy that's on the table, okay? You're going to be trying to sneak away and gather your thoughts when things come falling down, okay? Because you're going to get stuck in this cycle. It's all about cycles. If you're playing a lose-lose game, you're going to lose. If you're playing a win-win game, if you're playing a win-lose game, it's a 50-50% chance. That's what I'm going to say about love. Love is not always cookies and cream and rainbows and unicorn butts, okay? it's a 50-50% chance. I mean, you can either step out of the game And that's 100% lose. You're out. You're happy. That's it. But you also have a chance to have something, okay? But I just feel like you're trying to, don't try to manipulate this person to do what you want them to do. It's not going to work, okay? The only thing that's going to work here is love. Love, openness, beginning, success, all those things, okay? Also, get rid of this idea that people are perfect, okay? I feel like, though, because it's very interesting, because the Queen of Swords came up in the Devil, and this was your past energy. That's what's hurting you. This cold energy, okay? It talks about perceiving what it is that you do have, okay? Everyone's not going to be perfect. Everyone's not going to be perfect. People are moody. People have their ways of doing things, okay? And I feel like you can be content. You can be very content with manipulating yourself, which I feel like is in the space that you're in now. Like, if I don't do this, then I'm fine, because I was fine without this person before. Yeah, you were. But you have an opportunity to change things. You have an opportunity with the Wheel of Fortune next to that to turn it around. You definitely have an opportunity to do that. It's going to take some time for you to realize, I feel. But this also talks about one step at a time. One foot at a time. One foot in front of the other. Okay? You don't have to jump right in, because there is some spiritual healing here for you. Okay, Libra? So I'm going to end with an oracle card. I felt like that reading went forever. Okay? You have gratitude. Okay? It says, say thank you. Experience the joy of acknowledging others. Acknowledge that someone is there for you. Have gratitude that you even have this opportunity, right? Why are you pushing it away? Why are you turning it down? What are you afraid of exactly? Just wondering. Because it didn't really, Spirit didn't really say. Okay? I guess it's different for other people. Okay? So, I feel like for you, Libra, our extended reading, I'm going to do a whole basic reading for you, okay? I want to get into your energies, okay? I want to see what it is that you need to work on and get a little deeper, okay? I also want to see, because I already feel like this other person just wants to give it a chance. They have this idea that they really want this Ten of Pentacles energy, okay? They want something that's going to last. They want to hold on to it. So I don't see anything negative coming from this. So there was nothing that I really had a question about, because they just want to heal this situation, or they just want to try to make it better, okay? So we're going to get more into your energies and see what's coming up for you, okay? So thank you so much for listening. If you want to become a member, links in the description box below. Also, if you want to get a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. And that link also in the description box below. I love you so much. Love and light. Bye-bye.